Hey guys, welcome back to My Catholic Perspective. If you're new here, I am Allie Marie. I am turning 29 in 1 week from today. Next Thursday is my birthday. And within 4 weeks, hopefully, I will be delivering my husband and my second full-term child. And I'm really looking forward to being able to meet our little baby and introduce them to the world. And today I wanted to share a blog post actually that I had written a couple years back. It was requested by Tim over at The Chaste Love. You can find them on Instagram, where I wrote about how chastity is synonymous with charity. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified next week Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, you can also go over to Patreon and become a member to join our current events conversations every Sunday. Without further ado, here is what the Catechism has to say about chastity and charity. Chastity is one of those words I feel that gets thrown around a lot, but is somewhat confusing into how to actually practice it. Be modest, they say. Premarital sex is wrong. Don't masturbate. Don't lust after your neighbor's wife. Don't look at pornography. When I used to think of chastity, I used to think of this long list of things that I ought not to do. But who would have thought that chastity could actually be a list of what we ought to do? Within my marriage, I've had more opportunities to actively practice chastity than any other time in my life. Here's how. Chastity, by Webster's definition, means the quality or state of being chaste, such as abstention from unlawful sexual intercourse. So does that mean as long as I only have sex with my husband, I am officially a chaste married woman? Absolutely not. Paragraphs 2337 through 2350 in the Catholic Catechism define chastity with much more vigor. Chastity means the successful integration of sexuality within the person and thus the inner unity of man in his bodily and spiritual being. It includes an apprenticeship in self-mastery, which is a long and exacting work. Chastity presupposes respect for the rights of the person, in particular the right to receive information and an education that respect the moral and spiritual dimensions of human life. Wait, chastity is all those things? These paragraphs go a step further into the differentiations between continent chastity, the way priests, nuns, and consecrated virgins live their lives in celibacy, and conjugal chastity, the way married lay people are to live out this virtue. This specific distinction is made in regard to the sexual aspect of chastity, but whichever format we're called to practice chastity within our vocation goes far beyond the sexual context. In order to live a truly chaste life, it goes beyond what we're not doing and delves deeper into what we must be doing. Is the opposite of cheating on my spouse not cheating on my spouse? No. The opposite is to love my spouse in every way I know how. Is the opposite of choosing to look at pornography not looking at pornography? No. It's choosing to look at Bible verses or praying the rosary, choosing to study and focus on whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, or praiseworthy, as it states in Philippians 4 verse 8. If chastity is viewed as the virtue not only associated with sexual temperance, but rather temperance itself, or even prudence, which is self-mastery, it could totally reshape our world, choosing to do something good instead of not doing something bad. And further, in paragraph 2347 states, it is expressed notably in friendship with one's neighbor, it leads to spiritual communion. Perhaps chastity needs to be more synonymous with charity in our Catholic faith. What is love? God is love. And love is the foundation of what so many are searching for in this day and age. If the Catechism states that chastity is able to be seen in friendship with our neighbor, how could we confine the definition to only include not participating in certain sexual acts? Am I a decent friend to my neighbor just because I'm not having sex with them? I hope I'm not the only one who thinks that that sounds crazy. The virtue of chastity blossoms in friendship because by being chaste, we are maintaining the integrity and dignity of every person around us. Paragraph 2347 in the Catholic Catechism. God created us with life, love, and free will. By properly understanding how our practice of chastity works outside of our intimate relationships, we have the ability to see in others and help others see within themselves the life and love that dwells within each of us. After all, Do you feel love from somebody for the hurtful things that they didn't say? Or rather, is it from the words of affirmations that they did? The end. As I said, feel free to head over to The Chaste Love over on Instagram if you're interested in hearing more from Tim about what it means to live chastely in this day and age. It's a really powerful little community that he and his wife are cultivating there. So I definitely want to encourage you to head over there and just check it out. Otherwise, it would be great to see you on Patreon this Sunday for our current events chat. But otherwise, I'll see you next week Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. May God grant you the resources that you need to draw closer to Him and in turn those around you. And I pray that you're able to make it a great day. We'll talk to you soon and see you next week Thursday, if not this Sunday, on Patreon.